Brown Beats. Alvin Brown Beats.
I look forward to taking you back to Nigeria in my own way. I promise you a very traditional food quality. Our food is so authentic and I feel like it's really very healthy. And people need to know more about it. That's why I stay traditional.
I hope you have your change. Wait for me. No. Oh, good. This is food from my home state, Kwara State. One of the best that ever happened to Kwara. It's fantastic. Beautiful. And I have the sauce. This is bakery. Next, in the next episode, I'm going to show people how to cook the bakery. And this is palava. Your palava have to draw. Then I put bakery. As you can see, the sauce is served with iru and we make it very original and authentic here. This is my surprise for my guests today. I'm sure you can't get this anywhere in New York until you come to Bukka. Fantastic!
My name is Bukkaman Pilot for Lion. Some guys call me Bukkaman Mashoot. I'm here at Bukka and with very, very important guests in front of me. Dr. Badero and Dr. Motosho. These are very great and very well accomplished men in my community. I don't have to say much about them, like everybody knows them. But my question today for them today is going to be like, how do you do it? What I mean when I say how do you do it, what I mean is you are on top of your game, and here you are very subtle, very calm. You are not cocky. You are here with. I call myself the king of African chef in New York now because I can. That's another story I'm going to discuss later. It's going to be very fun. Doctor, how do you do it, please?
Well, to God be all the glory and all adulation. Everything we do is by His direction and is by His divine intervention. You know, I believe, just like you do, that whatever you do, either you do it well or you don't do it at all. We've had a very strong background and strong training, and we bring that to bear on the health of the people that we serve in our community. Even though it's very taxing and very demanding, but the rewards in terms of what the patients feel and the thank you they give you is worth more than money. I would not want to do anything else other than being a doctor. But coming to the fact that we come to a restaurant like this, doctors are human beings too.
Oh, of course.
And we want to enjoy good food.
Of course.
I want to mingle with our people. We want to feel that we miss our culture, that we miss the home that we were raised on. We were raised on this type of food stuff. And to be able to come to a restaurant and taste something that I haven't tasted in years, it's really a treat for me.
I want to say this, I'm really very excited that I can provide the food part and provide it authentically.
You can say that I'm not even listening to you. Because I'm enjoying this food though.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
It's not my fault.
Yes.
You see, when I was a young man, my mommy used to teach me. You don't talk when you are eating. Yeah? So if you see me keeping quiet, I don't talk when I'm eating.
But you know, especially in this country now, the best time to have a conversation with your friends to go to dinner together and talking when you are eating is a different culture. Doctor, I have a very important question to ask you guys. Being a king of African chef in New York, how do you manage to do it when you guys came here? We don't have African restaurant around that time. How do you get the food?
Well, you know, that is interesting because in those days, there were not a lot of African restaurants. There was a lady that started combination restaurant before you came.
Yes, I know that.
And she didn't even have a store. So what she was doing when people were playing soccer at the field on Pennsylvania Avenue, she would cook some food in a little apartment.
Yes.
She would put it at the back of her car and she would be serving those people. And when those people tasted the food, they would tell the rest of us, and we had to go to the field, even if we're not playing soccer, to go and buy the food. And then she, you know, eventually started one restaurant, you know, in the storefront, and then everything else grew from there.
Yes.
So I think that where there's a will, there's a way.
Yes.
You know, wherever you have Nigerians, there will be demand for Nigerian food, Nigerian cuisine, Nigerian food stuff, Nigerian nightlife, Nigerian music, which even the second generation Nigerian Americans are now so keyed into.
It's something.
You know, I go to some places.
Yemi, don't let this thing go though.
Well, you know, but we have to talk, because if I keep eating, then I won't have. I don't know when I'm going to see Lukman again, so we can be talking about over the food. You know, in our culture, people talk over drinks, over food, over family gatherings. So where there's two or more people, and there's drink and there's food, there's going to be conversation.
Now when there are two or more people.
Well, you are eating too much abala, and
This is true.
The two is getting to you.
This is special.
I know our food is great. Our food is very, how will I put it, very authentic. It's still, many of our ingredients are still very authentic. And I believe so much, like a white man will not say it's great until he can make money out of it. But the thing I have for our food and culture is I see my grandmother at home. I see my father at home. This man, my father is like 84 years old. He look just, sometimes you would think I'm his father. You understand me? I only ever eat this Nigerian food. So why is somebody going to tell me the fufu is not good for you, now stop eating it? But coming from the medical point of view, what do you think of our Nigerian food? You're having agbado, cow feet, and palava, and uru is inside.
I would quickly say something, and I will defer to Dr. Motosho. I think that, you know, in the Western country tells us that the best combination of food types would be some vegetables, a little bit of carbohydrates, some protein, and then maybe some fruits after that. You know, right here with this tuwo that we're eating now, the tuwo is made from, is it rice?
Corn.
It's made from corn. So you're really eating like a cornmeal. And the ewedu is vegetable. Okay. The begiri is made from beans. Okay. And we have organic meat. You know, the cow food, the beef, the tripe. These are food meat sources that are extremely important in protein sources. So some of the ingredients that you put there, you talk about the medicinal benefit of uru. The uru, you know, may be an antioxidant which prevents heart attack. It may also contain some types of ingredients that are good for the functioning of the body, like coenzymes and stuff like that. We've not really looked into it, but we eat these things because the uru gives it that smell, that delicious taste, and it's so appetizing to the palate. So since Dr. Motosho has been enjoying this thing so much and he's not,
I think he finished his food.
I think he has to say something. You cannot keep on downing the food without saying something.
Now you want me to stop eating so I can talk. Well, everything that you said is right. But when we talk about soul food, it's the original African food that is the real soul food. And this is why I cannot stop but to finish eating before I start talking. Right?
I totally agree with you.
You see, the advantages of our food, even if it's palm oil
Yes.
that you use to cook the other stuff, it has its own medicinal advantages. And this is something that has been tested generations and generations over, gives our forefathers longevity. But the unfortunate part of it is now we are in Oyibo land now,
Yeah.
right? The only summertime is maybe 3 months in a whole year, depending on where you are staying in United States. Only 3 months. But they finish eating, they do a lot of exercise. They still do a lot of walking and stuff like that, and it's very nutritious.
I'm very glad we have Buka here, and Buka will be here to take care of your traditional Nigerian needs. I will make sure you don't miss home when you come to food.
Thank you.
We'll give it to you exactly like you're like mommy will give at home. You understand me?
In fact, with your smile self, I don't even know how you're able to do all this.
Even the name Buka,
Yes.
people should know Buka stands for the corner canteen
Yes.
in Nigeria.
Yes.
A Buka is a place where they sell, traditional food in a basic style, basic environment, and it's just right around every corner that you can go to.
Yes.
So when people say I'm going to Buka, they're talking about the corner restaurant.
Yes.
So you gave it that authentic name.
Yeah.
You brought this Dampo thing here,
Just to do more
like
to our culture.
something you find in a museum.
Yes.
And then you crown it all with the way the food is presented, the way it's served, and the taste of the food is the eating. The way the food tastes, I can tell you that this is a treat. Even when we look at other type of foods that you sell here, whether it is jollof rice, or it is pounded yam, or it is eba, every one of them comes with some vegetable, whether it is okra, eforiro, or ila. They come with the carbohydrate part, which is the starch.
Yes.
You have the meat, which is the protein part.
Yes.
So, and they have those ingredients also, like you talked about, the palm oil, and some of the spices that we put in there. These are things that make our food to be very tasty. And I can tell you, somebody was talking about longevity. Our forefathers lived to 90s and 100s eating this kind of food. And even in those days, the people that were taken from our continent to come and build the developed countries were people that grew up on this food.
Yes.
And their prowess and their strength came from that. Okay? And even recently, there's been evidence that Nigeria is noted for the highest rate of twin pregnancy in the world.
Yoruba especially.
Twinning is highest in Nigeria. And Nigeria is in annals of obstetrics and gynecology because of that. And people have linked that to the yam that we grow in our culture, which they say has been able to lead to the expression of the fecundity gene. The fecundity gene is the gene that lets you have multiple pregnancies. So, when we talk about our cuisine, the African cuisine, particularly Nigerian cuisine, the story has not,
It's not been told. You are on the apex. You are at the apex of everything a man wants to achieve in life, in terms of dream, in terms of your accomplishment, in terms of your. And here you are inside the Danfo in Buka, chatting with African chef. What makes you so great and humble? How can we transfer this to the people at home that rule us and behave they are God? People give them the power and they become God. How can they be ordinary like you guys?
Well, my brother, to God be the glory.
Amen.
What you are doing, continue doing it.
Yes, sir.
Even seeing you alone, you are humble yourself.
Thank you.
And background goes a long way. I mean, most of us came here and we all have our stories.
Yes.
But you don't get somewhere and then just think that you get there by yourself. You need people. And there is a way by which God creates the opportunity for you through the help of others in your life. So I have no choice. I serve my community and I enjoy what I'm doing. And I'm so privileged to be here sitting with you. In fact, I was going to ask you, right, which of these meals is your favorite? Because I've been eating and you have not eaten anything.
I get so.
Is it true that when you prepare food, you get so overwhelmed that you don't even feel like eating again?
That's true. I must admit, tuwo is my favorite food in this restaurant.
Now we are talking.
Yes.
You see now.
Seriously, tuwo is my favorite food here. And
when last did you eat tuwo? Yes, go ahead, my brother.
You can now talk now. After all the two has gotten into your
Yes,
your
that's right. Now I can talk.
gastric cavity.
Now there's
No, you
another
mentioned,
talk.
forgive me, you mentioned stellar combination the last time. So combination was part of my inspiration, I must say that. The woman, I don't know if she's still, she doesn't have the restaurant anymore.
Yeah.
But she did something fantastic. Not only when she graduated from the boss, selling the food in the boss, then she opened a restaurant called Stellar Combination.
Yeah, on Clarkson Avenue and Utica.
Utica, yes. I mean, you have to give respect to where respect is. You really respect her. There's one other African chef, like I must say, that really influenced me in a way that he even don't understand. And that is Pierre. Pierre is from Senegal. What Pierre did with Senegalese food is like exactly what I do with Nigerian food, but maybe more on a greater level. Because there's always like all these holes in the wall, African restaurant in joint, but Pierre take it out of that holes and put it in a very nice neighborhood, decorate it up, and people will leave the food outside but go inside his restaurant.
Yeah.
Because they know they are going to be served, they are going to be cozy for them.
Ambience and customer service.
And customer service.
Presentation is a better part of marketing.
Yes. So when the opportunity for here came, I said, okay, I'm going to do something great and where my people will be served, respected, and we are.
I'm glad you talked about another African brother.
Yo, of course.
Right. We also have this other young, I mean, he's not that young, but I call him a young man.
Yeah.
Mohammed.
But yes, yes, I heard about Mohammed too.
Accra restaurant.
Yes.
I mean, you guys are just you guys are just pioneers
Thank God.
in bringing African cuisine.
Yes.
How did the Chinese do it? That all over the world, you know, say, oh, Chinese.
Big franchise.
Big franchise. Now let's carry this franchise to the Bronx, which is my home now.
Yes. The journey I've started.
We take the same franchise to Long Island, where my friend here lives too.
Yeah, the journey I've started, and I'm glad we are on the right direction. I have to put something clear. I hope everybody's looking at me. I'm looking at the camera now. I am the king of African chef in New York. In New York, I said, oh, I don't say Nigeria. I don't want no foodie shit. Please forgive me. I just want to bring excitement to this game. You understand me? So if you know you are better than me in cooking, oh, let's have a cooking battle. Anyway, this is Lukman again. Have fun. I just said a moment ago, like I'm the king of African chef in New York. The reason why I said that, I hope some chef will come out and say, no, you are not the king. Then I expect to have a battle with him in some very hot kitchen. You have achieved, you are the apex of your game. Can I say you are the best medical doctor in New York? Is that possible to say? Does that mean? Seriously, can I say that? Because you are actually.
Let me start by what you said, that you are the best in
New York.
In New York, right?
Yeah.
Did you say you are the best in?
I am the best
in
African
United States.
I'm the best African chef in United States, and
Okay.
my crown is open for challenge.
Okay.
If you know you can cook African food authentic,
Better than
me, oh, let's go. Come to my hot chicken or kitchen, or we go to some beautiful
So
hot
then
kitchen.
we should introduce a fighting
Oh, it's going to happen, Doctor.
competition.
The journey have begun.
That's good.
But what I'm asking is, you have achieved the most anybody can achieve in medical field. You both of you gentlemen. And I'm saying, can I say he's the best heart surgeon in America? Can I say, okay, in front of me is the king of surgeon in America, Dr. Ijibade. No, I'm just asking.
In medicine, it's a humble profession.
Thank you.
And very noble indeed.
Thank you. We know that.
But you can't lay rights to everything. You have, technically,
Yes.
there has to be full disclosure. Everything has to be verified. You cannot just say, I mean, I know he cannot say he's the only one
Yes.
in the world. How about, you hear me? Even if he says he's the only one in the world, you can't say
I
he's
say
the only one.
only United States. And like I said,
even in the United States that you claim, sir.
Yes.
If we do the serious research.
Yes.
Eh?
No. Doctor, I'm going to put it again.
But let me put it this way.
Yes.
In medicine,
Yes.
you can there is that word never that we don't use.
Yes,
That
of course.
you are the only one in the entire world. No, you can't say that.
Okay.
That is,
The reason why I said
yeah.
I have to say it one more time.
Okay.
It's not being, I'm always going to be very humble. The reason why I say I'm the king of African chef in New York is just to bring more entertainment, more awareness to the food, more fun. Good. So like I said, there's some great chef in Florida that want to challenge my game. You want to challenge my crown. He's welcome.
That's fine.
Let's battle it out.
But you can't say that in medicine.
Oh, no, we cannot. It's just a fun question.
You are the only, for instance, you can't tell me he's the only cardiologist in the whole world.
No.
Or the only intervention cardiologist.
He's one of the best.
No doubt about it, but you cannot say it.
Oh, you guys are wonderful.
When you have Indians.
You guys are wonderful.
Listen.
Yes.
We just talk about Chinese food now.
Yes.
But you qualify it, that African.
Yes.
Right, chef?
Yes.
Right? So how can you say he's the only best, whatever doctor in the
world? Which is not unique to any doctor, is not unique to any...
You can't make claim to that, except you don't do the research.
Okay. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
We have, the world is a huge... How many billions are we? And being a noble profession, if anybody lay claims to something like that, that's a typical false news. The interesting part of it when it comes to dissemination of information and news is that in this day of technology, garbage in, garbage out.
Yes.
So anybody can go out there and say anything. And that's why I respect you, that you can say boldly to the camera, hey, listen guys, I'm taking up a challenge here. Yes. I'm the best chef, African chef in New York City. Yes. And if you are anywhere in the United States, come and challenge me to a contest. Yes. Right? In medicine, you can say, hey, I'm the only cardiologist in New York, in the entire United States, intervention cardiologist, right? No, you can't do that. That's fake.
Yeah. So for your authentic Nigerian food and experience in a very sophisticated atmosphere, then you come to Bukka restaurant. I don't fake it at all. I mean, if it's not good, it's not going to be available. If it's available, believe me, it's going to be very good. We are located in a very funky part of Brooklyn, in downtown Brooklyn. I mean, if you don't mind eating among white people, but there's a lot of white people in my neighborhood and they support our food. Thank God for what we've done. So anytime you pass by New York, come to Bukka, New York. And maybe you might be lucky enough to have a seat in the Danfo where we have the greatest guests. They're having the special tuwo and begiri and ewedu. So you too can be so lucky when you pass by sometime. Maybe you can be on the show. And in the evening, every day, we have comedy from 8 p.m. to 10, every day. And if you are a comedian, you want to come and try your trade, or you are an aspiring comedian, you can come to Bukka. Address is 946 14th Street, Brooklyn, New York.